fast here, TJ, between the coaches. Thailand, he's smiling. Meanwhile, Korea, it is all serious. This is do or die here.
That is a coach and a team up against being knocked down to the lower bracket at the AWC.
And that is scary, too, because we've seen now Chinese Taipei, they were able to take the series against China. And for Korea, that's a little bit concerning now because, you know, if you drop on down, you're going to be facing likely and even as a tough opponent as possibly Thailand.
Thailand do open up this banning phase. The Omen, again, instantly gone.
Don't want to give that over to Korea. Don't even want to first pick it here from Thailand. They seem to have a game plan. Korea, being on the red side, are, of course, forced to ban away the Superman. Don't want to leave that open for Thailand, and likely also going to be the ARM. So you already got 2 bans that you have to throw out on the red side. You're forced to. Thailand even looking to ban out the Xennial, maybe going for a different plan here.
I like the removal of the Xennial from Thailand. It's a very, very powerful character. If you're maybe not thinking about first picking it, you definitely don't want to give it to Korea. And we see a lot of Xennial being slid over in that second turn on the red side because it's not something that teams typically feel comfortable first picking because something else more important has slipped through the draft. So it's oftentimes that red team that does get Xennial.
Of course, the Xennial being the ban for Korea also. Of course, banning away the ARM, like we mentioned, it's kind of forced on that red side. They even had to ban it while they were on the blue side because I think Thailand are fine giving that over to Korea.
Yeah, Thailand won it in the pool because, as we've seen, Jajack does not feel comfortable in the character. And if Thailand were to get it, they would absolutely dominate with it. Moss is a terror.
Yeah, for Thailand, also the Teamy being banned out. So we've seen this a couple times. Actually, all the time on blue side. What I'm talking about, that's like, I think, the #1 ban on blue side.
Because Teamy is a character that you're capable of first picking, but if you do so, you're locking yourself in. So if you don't feel like you want to play Teamy, if you feel like there's something else you'd prefer, you ban him out on blue side.
For Korea, what's going to be the final ban here for Game 3?
Lindis.
I feel like it's the Lindis. Or do you try? Wow,
Oh.
okay, they want to try and keep it up. So pretty much they're
Interesting.
Man, that's 007 on Lindis.
I get what you don't want to give Moss Grack, but I would rather give Moss Grack than Lindis to 007 because that Lindis is so powerful.
Korea, now you lose out on the Lindis. We've seen just how powerful it is, like you mentioned, opting in to pick up their support and a roam or 2 in their first rotation.
They do get the Alice, they do get the Darknut, both very powerful. They will likely get the Violet. Very powerful for Korea. This looks like a better draft. They need a killer mage.
Yeah, there's still plenty of options there for Hawk, too. Play the Crixie, also the Natalia. But unfortunately, usually I pair that with the Grax, so they're likely not going to bring that out immediately. And with that Chugnar, likely the Violet, like you mentioned. For Rush, oftentimes the combo that we see. For Thailand, though, what do they want to try and lock in here?
Take away Sun's Irie, or prioritize Flash, which makes sense. I suspect we will see the Irie taken away from Sun unless it's picked here for Korea, and this is where I see how much they value it. Not very much, apparently. They're going for the Scud side lane.
Yeah, possibly, because they don't have to lock in their mage. It's already been shown on the side of Thailand, so they can leave that for the last pick. What does Korea want to prioritize here for Sun? The Scud. You know, the Ahri, I think, has been doing just fine. Rio. All right. Okay, now they're playing with my heart, TJ.
Vera would be
Interesting.
strange.
Interesting.
That was good. We both waited and came up with an adjective. I think it would be...
This is a little bit more realistic.
Yes, this is what I would expect. You have the Scud to swap over to Sun. Rush will play the Violet in jungle, and I think that's a good lock-in. The question is now, what is your final pick for Korea? They have a lot open to them, and they need to fill the mage slot, but I don't think you want to pick up a Crixie, not versus a Flash, not versus the pressure that Thailand has offered consistently. I think you want something a little bit more self-reliant.
I see Thailand here. Having some fun. I know. Like they're not going to happen. I don't like that Mina hover. I know me and you have a little bit of an issue with Mina being picked up here, you know.
Yeah,
I feel like there's better options.
I do like, though, the Kilgroth. Kilgroth is a very good Alice counter because you can just dive right through the middle of the fight. You can...
Oh my goodness!
Pure confirms! All right, TJ, for the people who have not been able to see it at home, and we haven't seen this entire World Cup, what is Korea dealing with?
I am in awe that we see a Pyrrha here, because Pyrrha is typically not seen as a powerful character. What they will have is stuns, and then crucially, I hope this is right, because I don't know this off the top of my head, to be honest, Nature's Demise will be her ultimate. That's going to be a big AoE heal. No other character has a big AoE heal quite like this. It'll pulse several times, and anyone standing within it is regenerated. I think it's called Nature's Demise, but they've really put me on the spot because nobody plays Korea seriously in Ranked.
This is interesting. I'm at a loss of words here, TJ. It's an interesting combo, because really, is there much of a dive here from Korea?
No, and I guess that's why. What I would say is Korea with the poke that can come through from the Violet. Yes, okay, actually, no. I see how you shut down the Pyrrha. You're instantly able to get into the backlines with the Scud. The big thing with Pyrrha, though, is mostly what she does is stun. She doesn't have a whole lot of damage. So I'm just confused as to why. Thailand, are you just having too much fun?
They were smiling pretty hard there. There were a lot of fist bumps there. Maybe, hey, they said, you know what? We want to keep TJ here all the way till 2 a.m. We want to try and keep him up.
Well, I'm all right if they tell me how Pyrrha works. If they're like, hey, here's how Pyrrha's meta, then they can keep me here as long as it takes, because this is a character we have literally never seen in competitive play, and there's a very good reason why. She is only useful. I'm mystified, by the way. I don't know if you.
I know you are like. This is the first time I've seen TJ just like confused with life in general. This is his mind has been exploded.
So she has a whole bunch of stuns. I can certainly see the value for that, particularly for a Thailand team that loves to use CC. But she just doesn't have the damage to be. Are you running her split? Is this support?
We'll have to see, TJ.
How?
So we load on into Game 3 between Thailand and Korea. Korea looking down the barrel at possibly going down to the lower bracket. Thailand looking to continue their domination after the boot camp. Look to lock in their ticket into the grand final tomorrow.
So Pyrrha, as they should be, is being played in support. The goal is to constantly run around and, I guess, heal up your allies as they get low. Certainly an ultimate that could be powerful in the laning phase, but doesn't do enough healing in the team fight to turn things around, I don't think.
Oh, Hawk, gotta be a little bit careful here. You do see Moss just trying to help out my marks still. A little bit early for them to do much.
You know, damage coming through from Moss, constantly able to provide a little bit of poke, and then more importantly, the healing in the laning phase. That's going to be very cool. If Thailand are looking for a constant fight, that's what they should do. But I don't think they should be looking for a constant fight, because Korea excelled.
And they're able to take out Remix, and that is giving the first kill on over to Rush.
Moss will continue pressing forward in the middle of the map. This is not a good look for Thailand, to be honest. They're already playing much more passively, and it's already being punished hard by Korea.
And already J-Jack coming on in on this Alice, lands the stun, and Moss is taken down, and TJ has the question marks above his head.
That's why you don't run Pyrrha. That's why people don't like running Pyrrha. And I'm confused because I've yet to see anything that changes my mind about the character.
Well, still plenty of time for Korea and Thailand. Only down 800 gold to Korea. Only down 2 kills, only 2 minutes. We've seen these games go the distance, TJ. Last one went 22.5 minutes. So Thailand, they are known to be able to stall this out if Korea gets the early advantage.
Remix will be up top as well, trying to constantly maintain pressure. And that's what the Kilgroth is good at. But I think Chaser on the Scud is a decent match because he has a lot of good burst.
Yeah, and speaking of the game time, it's 22 minutes, 19 seconds, the longest game
prediction
of the AWC.
This is going to be a quick one. I don't think this Thailand roster can hold, not playing something so silly. I think this is where the Korean machine finally spins into gear.
Is this now Thailand almost taking a page out of Korea, not playing seriously when they're so far ahead in the series?
Well, I don't want to call them out on it yet, because they have just gotten first Abyssal, and Korea don't have pressure elsewhere on the map to counter.
Well, so Thailand, they're able to adjust there and pick up the Abyssal Dragon. Look up toward top side, though. You have 3 members of Korea fully committing to the split lane. This is kind of a first for this series. Oftentimes, they tried to play around the Abyssal Dragon. They said, you know what? We don't even want to deal with Moss. We're just going to go for the towers. We're going to go back to what worked during groups.
Builds your control for Korea. That's where they do best. I want to see more of that side lane pressure. I want to see them punish the split lane nature of the competition. Thailand are playing.
Remix almost gets just taken down. Memarks tries to come on over toward the side. J-Jack laydowns the ultimate to try and go for the disengage. 007, gotta be a little bit careful. Tried to take down Hawk. Chaser also looking to take him down. Still though, both members a little bit low. Here comes Cherry.
Cherry is nearby. Memarks will hard commit into this, though. There's the Nature's demise.
Yeah, Moss looking to do what he can over toward the side. J-Jack's gonna fall. That's gonna be the first kill here for Thailand.
Yeah, and you know what? I hate to say it, but Pure Ultimate did help, slowing down the fight, locking down the escape, making it difficult for Moss to get out.
And look at this. Another member, Sun, tried to go aggressive, walked into 3 members of Thailand. Memarks just diving onto Sun, not able to pick him up. Chaser goes in trying to get some damage. Hawk has to back off underneath his tower. Thailand still got that pressure. Got some minions in mid lane looking to pressure.
Korea again, though, cowed, playing grouped and defensive. That's not what we've wanted to see from them, and we've been very explicit about that.
Remix looking to apply pressure toward that side lane. Instead, backing off as he goes toe-to-toe with the Scud. You see Memarks just running on over. Tried to steal that one away from Rush, but was unsuccessful.
So I want Korea to force team fights, which isn't really in their nature. They typically want to play farm until they feel comfortable to force team fights, but here they go.
Oh, 007 almost gets taken down here on the Lindis, is able to get back to safety. See Korea, though, looking to pressure toward the top side. Cherry's running back toward the base. He knows Korea's on the way.
So the reason I want Korea to force team fights is because, 1, that's the one thing they haven't been doing, and that's how Thailand have been edging out these games. 2, Moss you can punish, because so much of what Moss has is a little bit of CC and mostly very, very punishable laning-focused abilities.
See Hawk over toward the side, just trying to zone away Moss. The Marks is able to clear out the minions, but still that tower gets taken down to half health. Thailand are able to hold on.
Heal's pretty good.
The heals are pretty nice to have. Nice thing to have.
Good in lane.
Good in lane. You see the shot coming on down. Memarks wants to get on top of J-Jack, looking to burn down the Alice. The flicker forward, nice. And that's going to be the kill coming on over for Thailand. Maybe 2 underneath the towers. 007 continues over. Rush tries to rejoin onto the fight, but he's a little too late to the party. Does pick up the kill, and the rest of Korea now is here to answer as Sun picks up the kill onto Moss, but he will sacrifice his life. Back and forth, but Korea, they're the ones that lose the extra member in the end.
Rush is still in trouble here. This tower should fall. Chaser's holding, though. Nicely done.
Able to clear out the minions, but it did get taken down to about 1/3 of its health by Remix alone on that kill graph.
Minions in the top lane are still going strong here for Korea. They're continuing to push forward, and they're going to have to deal with that on the Thailand side in just a moment.
See Rush up toward that top side, just looking to clear out his jungle, keep farming on this Violet as the safety of his front line, also being Alice, but yet again, you see Thailand are looking for the plays, especially onto J-Jack. That seems to be the main target they've been able to catch out here during the early part of the game.
Watch Chaser, he's a bit far forward. He's read the room, though. Now's a good time to leave it, and he'll back out again, though. Uncontested Abyssal Dragon.
This will be the second one of the game for Thailand. It's going to get picked up. Still, though, gold dead even. Korea with a slight advantage, 4-4, the kill count. Thailand with the series lead, 2-0. We're starting to close in on this 10-minute mark, TJ. We're at 7.5, and Korea, they haven't really turned on.
If Korea lose to a Pura, they will never live it down until that Pura is proven viable elsewhere.
What if it comes out again? TJ, this might be just a taste of the future.
I don't want to live in this future.
Well, Korea, they might try and change it themselves as they take down Moss. And they're also able to trade the 1-for-1 as Chaser got taken out. But look at the damage onto Memarks, but they're not able to finish off the kill. And 007 on this Lindis TJ. Rush is able to survive, but he's forced to back off.
It started so well with a good dive, but again, they're not focusing the key players. 007 is surviving and getting very, very farmed up, as is Rush.
And Remix 2 on the side lane on this Kilgroth. He hasn't been really contested, it would seem. He got pressured out early, but now he's been able to farm up, take towers alone. 007, though, positioning, we've talked about it before. He got a little bit caught out.
Good. Shut down 007, shut down Memark, shut down the split lane Kilgroth. You can get back into this game, Korea, but you're looking way past the 10-minute mark. This is going to be another long game if Korea are to turn it around.
See Remix down toward that bot side. They're looking for a play here in mid. Moss gets stunned up by J-Jack. I'll give it to him. His Alice has been really good this game. A lot of the fights being started here by Korea are off his stun, so good positioning, good predictions onto the members of Thailand. Memarks tries to go in, but he gets deleted by Rush.
Beautifully done. Be aware of when you can pick up a flash like that. Punish him for going too far forward with good CC and follow-up damage.
And look at this top lane tower. It's just got a sliver of health. Cherry, he's looking to just clear out the wave with the shock, trying to zone back Korea. 007, he's trying to get onto Rush, but now he's cut off the rest of his team. Moss can't help him, TJ.
Moss and Cherry just need to fall back, play safe behind this tower, but the tower is not a very safe space.
Now Remix also getting pressured out here toward the bot side of the map. Chaser starting to hold his own on the Scud. And you can see now Korea rotating down toward the bot side of the map. They're going to look for Remix if he keeps going for this fight.
This is the omnipotent Korean pressure I want to see omnipresent throughout the map. Unfortunately, Remix wins that side lane fight, and now they just fall back, resetting, playing passive again.
And big thing for me is they still only have the 2 towers, and Thailand can pick up their 3rd Abyssal Dragon.
Maybe if you put enough gold on Hero, she becomes meta.
Well, that seems to be the secret.
I'm still a bit selfish.
Well, Remix is also going to be happy too on this Kilgroth because he got pressured out early.
Is not and cannot be the focus. Like you say, the Kilgroth is getting fed. Memarks also, I think, is very important. If he builds up an early gold lead, he's going to be terrifying. And 5,000 personal gold on 007 will lead to him doing so much damage in these fights.
You can see Thailand Hawk gets stunned up there. Memarks, though, is not able to finish off the kill. J-Jack laid down the ultimate. Sun is over toward the side. The shields come out. Rush is able to get some damage on down, but they're not able to find any kills. Memarks also jumping on in on top of Rush. If he's able to get the kill immediately, that takes down the main member of Korea. This Violet has to survive the fights.
They have to kill 007 like this.
007, he's going to get taken on down. It's going to be a trade 1-for-1. What does Korea, though, try and do on the map with a trade of Sun?
You need to first push back Remix. Getting Sun off the board means you should and could take team fights now, and I need you to do that.
Oh, Remix, though. He's going to take down Chaser. Oh, are you serious?
Beautifully done by Chaser. The ultimate ekes out the fight with no HP at all, but that's what they need to do. The 2 biggest damage dealers shut down.
You see Hawk toward the top side of the map. He's trying to take out the minions, but that's a little too far forward. Thailand, they're able to take down the tower. Meanwhile, in bot lane, though, Korea was able to answer back, but Hawk will get taken down.
That nature's demise again, shoving down the retreat. I guess we're living in a Pura meta now. Memarks will need to run away in the mid lane. Korea are still finding pressure. They're definitely not out of this game, but we've said they tend to lose these games that go longer. And even while they're in control, they've lost a lot of the major objectives. And here's another up for grabs.
Yeah, you saw the Darkslayer almost started there. Sun's onto the back line, and 007, he's got nowhere to run. He goes back to Cherry, but he's fighting 3 members. Lindis is taken down. Moss almost gets taken down himself. Chaser now trying to run back. Thailand, they're able to turn around this fight, TJ, and answer with 2 kills of their own.
Memarks is solo, it's disgusting. Sun should have been able to find the kill, but Korea don't quite close out that major mage, and as a result, they can't win this fight.
Remix has to back off. Already level 15, though, and can go for the 4th Abyssal Dragon if he decided to. Doesn't know where Korea is, so instead going to opt to push out the wave in bot lane, allow the minions to apply some pressure, and then go for the Abyssal Dragon himself.
Kill and gold is now tied, though, and we broach the 10-minute mark now at 12 minutes. This starts to look ugly just on historical precedent for Korea. Thailand, if they win this, go through to the grand final.
Remix going to start up the Abyssal Dragon himself finally. Has to be a bit careful if he shows himself doing this. That could be the call from Korea if they want to go for the top side of the map. Instead, you see them, Korea, opting to play around this Dark Slayer. Cherry's got to be careful. You can see on your mini-map, wants to lead the charge. Doesn't go forward. Memarks almost gets taken out by a crit from Rush.
That was close. That's what they need to be doing, constantly finding and shutting down those pushes.
Has to be careful himself, gets taken down to a third of his health on the Tulin. 007 looking to pressure forward through the jungle. Can't be the front line though on this Lindis. We saw what happened last fight. He was chased out by Sun on the side. Rush gets some damage. You still see how much goes on down. Moss able to get some help here. You see just how much this focus is here from Korea.
I kind of like the Pura in the lane phase.
I know you do.
A poke meta, it's very powerful.
Look at this, Memarks gets on top of Rush and the rest of the team. Thailand are able to take the first tier tower in mid.
The only active item we've seen regularly used is that Arctic Orb, giving the old Endure effect. You're invulnerable during that time, and that was perfectly timed from the Cyclone to wait it out and find damage immediately after its effect ended on Hawk.
And this is the issue for Korea. If they don't find the win early, the team is able to turn it around. 007 gets taken down there by Rush with the ultimate. Moss the next target. Final hit's going to come on through. It's a double kill for Rush.
Very, very well done to respond. Korea are gaining map control and winning these fights, but they're unable to ever really hold on to it. I want to see them playing aggressive now, finding pressure in these lanes, and crucially, threatening that Dark Slayer.
You see Remix picking up the Seagull, going to get some vision for themselves on the bot side of the map. But you still see Korea. Game plan, play around the Dark Slayer. If Thailand decides, still that damage, Cherry is going to get taken down. That's the main front line here for Thailand.
Remember when we reviewed stats and Rush had like a nuts KDA? That's why. Because if he gets his full build into these late games, he just deletes people.
And guess what? The minions starting to pour in here. This high ground tower is just going to get chunked and chunked by Rush. Memarks tries to go on in the flicker. Oh my goodness, Rush still somehow alive.
I thought Memarks had really overstepped his bounds that time, but he flickers in ever more aggressive and then super speeds all the way back, untouchable during that time.
Still see Remix toward the bot side of the map. 007's gonna get caught out. We've seen this before. TJ Thunderbird comes on in. J-Jack picks up the kill. Moss is the next target. Hawk will finish him off.
Turn this into Dark Slayer, and Korea basically have the game in the bag. They're rotating towards it. They have not started it.
Still have not started it. Rush now going to aggro it. Cherry's over here toward the side. Does not have the ability, though, to try and steal that one away. And actually had to use his ultimate to get to safety. Korea now with Dark Slayer in hand.
This should be their game.
It should be.
This is their game to lose.
You've seen this before,
They lost their game last time, though.
And the game before.
This will be basically guaranteed a high ground. Thailand still have a couple seconds on most of their key respawns. They can't take this fight.
Possibly looking for it still, though. You can see Memarks looking to just clear out the lane in mid lane, gets himself back. Hawk is not able to do a whole lot there. You do see Cherry, though, the damage Rush on this Violet is able to just carry these fights. You got to take down the Violet if you want to win anything.
And I should take it back. Very good defense from in the entirety of the Thailand side, particularly 007 on that Lind is clearing wave repeatedly with these entrapments.
You can still see, though, the tower is going to get taken down. Rush knocks it down himself with the Violet. Now super minions starting to pour in from the mid lane. You still have the Scud over toward the side, trying to apply pressure. Chaser wants to go for a flank. Cherry just wants to use the shock to clear out the wave. Chaser, he's looking for a way in. He has to pull the trigger some point. Memarks onto Rush, but he stays alive. The flash is down. Korea with the man advantage.
They don't have wave anywhere but mid, but that might just be enough to make this very scary for Thailand.
Thailand trying to get themselves back toward for this defense. Korea, though, the arm is there. They want to go for the core. They're not able to finish it off themselves. Thailand, they're able to hold. Sun has to fall back. but it's too late. J-Jack, the next target, and Thailand are able to shred them apart.
Somehow, some way, Korea stay alive. They're still in this game, but Thailand are as well.
Thailand are able to finish off Hawk. This gives them a lot of control. They are able to at least find something. Shock comes back off cooldown, and Hawk has nowhere to run. It's going to be the ace coming down for Thailand.
How long on the respawn? 17 seconds at the shortest. That's enough to win if they're good on wave.
You still see Thailand pushing it up. We have the replay of the final hold of the fight. TJ.
I really like that Malik shot coming through. I really like the pressure from the entire team here. Just now the respawns are coming in. Thailand could have won this.
They could have went for it, but they decided against it. Because look, you still have the respawn timer on Hawk.
During that base dive that came through, I really liked that they had instant focus on the players that were causing the most trouble for Korea. You could see Rush was one of the first players to pull. You're instantly burning down people that are in the front lines, chewing through your back lines, if that makes sense.
Well, Memarks is able to clear out the top side of the map. Now, Super Minion's going to start pouring toward Korea on the bot lane. This is now something you have to worry about if they leave it.
What is this game?
This series, TJ.
Yes!
The game time has been nuts. I think we're close to almost an hour in total over 3 games.
22 minutes was the AWC record set in this last game. We're now at 20 minutes.
Close. Still 19-13. Still about 40 seconds. In Korea, they might be saying, we don't want to go again. We don't want to set another record, TJ. Cherry is caught out toward the side, still alive. Moss is the front line, and that might be the nail in the coffin. You see immediately, Remix has to respawn.
No, Remix is going to stay there, and I agree with that play, because he can threaten a tower, and the second they see that wave crash, and Korea needs to retreat.
Onto the side, gets the Cyclone down, Shock comes on it, they get rushed in Thailand! That's the target they're looking for! Memark still on toward the side, Hawk is still alive, now Remix rejoins.
007 still damaging everyone on this
Thunderbird.
field. Korea need to back up, and they, again on the Thai side, have earned themselves a few more minutes.
How is this team still alive, TJ?
They have been on the brink of defeat so many times, and now both teams, for a moment, are wounded. Neither team should be willing to go for a fight, and indeed, Korea should have the map control.
Hawk.
There are more players on the map.
007 gets Hawk down to a third of his health. Remix and Hawk going to escort the minions into the bot lane, then back off, regain control of the map. Darkslayer still quite a ways away for either team. You start to see Thailand here. That is the objective. You kill Rush, you take the fight.
Same goes for 007 and Memarks opposing them, both of which have been responsible for so much of their team's damage. Currently 5, 7, and 5 on 007.
As we get here into overtime at the TCL Chinese Theater. Game 3, Thailand looking to lock in their ticket into our grand final.
The winner is guaranteed $100,000 of this match. They're guaranteed at least the second place prize purse. Not to mention, of course, the chance of that first place.
See Sun over toward the side, has to be a little bit careful. Cherry is hidden here, maybe looking for a play. Instead, looking to back off. They don't want to make the gutsy move, because look at this. Remix is going to go down toward this bot lane. He's going to force pressure.
They see Wave.
Memex,
They see him.
Memarks, he has to be careful. Gets back to safety. This forces now a member from Korea to have to answer.
So the fact that they see Remix down there in the bot lane instantly allows Korea to play a bit more aggressive, because they know where Remix is, and crucially they know how separating he is. However, they don't fight the fight with that time, because Memark stalls up and then super speeds away. Now this is going to be another Abyssal Dragon.
And this is actually the perfect lane for Thailand to actually take the high ground tower, because it forces Korea to have to focus toward the bot side of the map, because guess what? Darkslayer is coming back up in 4 seconds. Someone has to answer these super minions, and it's going to be Sun.
And Chaser, like you say, down there in the bot lane, dealing with that super minion wave, cannot be here for this Slayer fight.
And Memarks over toward the side, tries to catch out Sun. Sun is actually looking to go toe-to-toe. Hawk gets taken down to about half health. This forces Korea to have to play a little bit safe, but Remix once again in the bot lane trying to pressure. Memarks has to be careful into a 2v1. J-Jack over toward the side. Cherry gets on toward the back line of Korea. Rush is able to stay alive. They get Cherry. That's the front line down.
I could be incorrect. I think that's Cherry's third death this game.
Oh my God, Remix! He's just gonna go for the core! He's going to take it down, and they lock their way into the grand final!
What did I just watch? I have no words. Remix slides through a defended base, one with Team Korea members in them, and sends them down to the lower bracket at the AWC finals.
I have no words, TJ. You saw the one minion by the core. That was enough for Remix to just say, screw it, I'm going for the core, I'm going for the core, I'm going for the game win, and I'm carrying my team into the grand final.
Remix built Scorching Wind. That's the jungle item that gives you more attack speed. What that means is he is somehow, someway, the perfect character to do that. He is one of the few melee characters in that moment who is doing as much damage to the base as your average marksman would.
You see Korea there. Eager, though, still to shake hands. They have the opportunity to fight their way back.
I'm sorry, I'm giggling at the Thailand players who have the biggest grin.
Oh, no, they know. They stole that game from Korea.
That was because that was such a masterful play. Even if Remix doesn't get the base, they still get Slayer on Thailand and probably win the game.
So, TJ, you know what has a 100% win rate right now at the AWC?
Pura?
Yeah, but... I know you don't like it, but Moss, I don't know if it necessarily works. You did die 6 times.
No, it did not work, but Thailand won despite it. And I want to take a moment on this screen to highlight Cherry, not a player we were talking a whole lot about during the game. He does 28, the largest percentage of his team's damage.
He takes it. He takes that much.
Yeah, taken. Sorry. And he does a very, very good job staying alive throughout that. I think he had the lowest deaths on his team by a sizable chunk.
We get to take another look here at Game 3's highlights. This is not how I expected this series to end, TJ. A 3-0 for Thailand, too. This was Korea not even picking up a single win.
Yeah, this was absolutely spectacular. Korea knocked down to the lower bracket. We thought that was going to be our final. Korea versus China.
You just see that, the face, the excitement. They're like, wait, we won? We were taking Darkslayer, Remix? the Korean squad, they can see there, especially see on the right, he's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
We just lost that.
Look, I have never...
And again, longest game time. Another one.
And so back-to-back setting the record. That is actually also the first game where I've seen a larger tower take percentage by the team that lost. Korea dominated the entire early phase of that game, and then they definitely came back in the late phase. But what can you do against the base dive Remix?
That is the question that we can ask Matt over on the stage, who's going to be talking to our hero player Remix. Matt, take it away.